Oh, what's them? How y'all doing today? Come to drop some more hidden knowledge for the 1% chosen of the Hebrew race. Hebrews only, Negroes only. You know, ain't no damn Hispanics and no Native Americans. This ain't for y'all. It's for Negroes only. We coming to talk about Noah today. Now, the story of Noah in the Bible is very short, that's unusual to me. As important as quote unquote Noah was supposed to be, I think it should be a lot longer. A story about him, just like Adam and Eve. The stories are short lived, and so anytime you got anything like that going on, you need to question it. So, and then again, like I said, it was Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So that makes 4 men, and then he had their wives on that one. So that makes 8 people. The women wasn't helping build the ship. That's not their job. That's the job of a man. So y'all honestly, y'all telling me y'all think that 4 people built the ship and got all them animals onto a boat. That's cap. And the only way that they did, the only way that in my mind, this is just how I feel about it, but the only way I believe that they could have done that is if they was giants, in which I'm going to prove my point that Noah is of the devil and he is the serpent seed. So before you click off, hear me out first so I can make sense of this. And then I'm going to go to the book of Enoch. You know, that's not going to put this in the regular 66 King James Version Bible. That's why the white man took it out. Revelation 22:18 and 19 tell you there was going to be people taking stuff out of the book and people adding stuff in the book. So you have to have discernment and to decipher what is what. It's a book called The Lost Book of Enki. Enki and Enlil, I don't know if you heard of them, but they are Sumerians. Those are really basically fallen angels. Those are the sons of Satan. The ones that they called, when they say the sons of the angels and stuff, they're not talking about the holy angels. They talking about the fallen ones, the ones who fell from grace. So we're going to get into 1 Enoch 106, and I'm going to read. So y'all follow along with me. And it says, after some days, my son Methuselah took a wife for his son Lamech. So Enoch is the father of Methuselah. Methuselah is the father of Lamech. And she became pregnant by him and bore him a son. They talking about Noah now. And his body was white as snow and red as a rose. Now, we're going to stop right there. It said his body was white as snow and red as a rose. Who do you know is red in the Bible? Esau. See, when I make a kid and my wife puts my kid out and he come looking blue, that's going to be a problem to me. If he look red as a hairy garment, it's going to be a problem to me. So that's why they have to explain these type of people in the Bible to you. That's why they had to explain Esau. Esau came out red and hairy. Who y'all know is red and hairy? Them white people, the one that y'all call white, and they not even white, they red, they pink. The same color as a pig. So it says the hair of his head is white as wool, and them are beautiful. And as for his eyes, when he opened them, the whole house glowed like the sun. Rather, the whole house glowed even more exceedingly. And when he arose from the hands of the midwife, he opened his mouth and spoke to the Lord with righteousness. And his father Lamech was afraid of him and fled and went to Methuselah, his father. So you would have to expect a man to be afraid of a baby that comes out not looking like him. Now, what I used to think was that Noah was an albino. But see, this where you gotta have discernment. You gotta keep reading. So, and it says, and he said to him, I have begotten a strange son. Strange, meaning he don't look like him, he don't favor him, none of that. Hair ain't like his, eyes ain't his color, none of that. He is not like an ordinary human being. Hue means color. You know what a man is. So a man of color. He don't look like an ordinary human being. But he looks like the children of the angels of heaven to me. His form is different. The children of the angels of heaven. Those are the fallen angels. And he is not like us. His eyes are like the rays of the sun and his face glorious. It does not seem to me that he is of me, but of the angels. And I fear that a wondrous phenomenon may take place upon the earth in his days, the flood. So I am beseeching you now, begging you in order that you may go to his grandfather Enoch, our father, and learn from him the truth, for his dwelling place is among the angels. When Methuselah heard the words of his son, he came to us at the ends of the earth, for he had heard that I was there. Now check this out. They trying to find Enoch, and it says his dwelling place is among the angels. So Enoch used to live among the angels, outside the ice wall, because there's 3 forms of the ice wall. And it said, when Methuselah heard the words of the son, he came to us at the ends of the earth. So that's the end. That ain't even in the middle where we at, of the earth. And he said, he cried aloud, I heard his voice, and came to him, and I said to him, behold, my son, here I am. Why have you come here? Then he answered me and said, on account of a great distress have I come to you. On account of a grievous vision have I come near. Now, my father, hear me, for unto my son Lamech, a son has been born, one whose image and form are not like unto the characteristics of human beings. And his color is whiter than snow, and redder than the rose. The hair of his head is whiter than white wool, and his eyes are like the rays of the sun. And when he opened his eyes, the whole house lighted up. And when he rose up in the hands of the midwife, he opened his mouth and blessed the Lord of heaven. Then his father Lamech became afraid and fled, and he did not believe that the child was of him, but of the image of the angels of heaven. And behold, I have come to you in order that you may make me know the real truth. So he was terrified, he was afraid. Because Noah didn't look like him, and he knew that Noah wasn't his, so he consulted with his father Methuselah, and Methuselah consulted with Enoch. So he was, white people have blue eyes. Albinos have blue eyes too. But this is what, and I'm gonna cut it with this. I just feel like when it comes to, if they were saying his hair is woolly, but when you mixing your seed with somebody who is a Negro, of course it's gonna be like that. You got plenty of mixed breed people with Negro hair thinking they just gonna have all this good hair, but that's how that was. So it was basically the fallen angel seed, Nephilim seed mixed with Lamech's white seed. Now we finna jump over to the lost books of Enki. Like I said, Enki and Enlil are the Anunnaki seed. Those are the fallen angel seeds. They just named out. Look, the white man named all these different people because he want to fool you. He wants you to be confused. That's why they got all these names. Lucifer got all these names. He got Lucifer, Satan, Devil, Jesus, God, Beelzebub, Baal. All these different names. So you gotta ask the Most High for discernment when dealing with this. So he said he was scared. So now we finna jump over to the lost book of Enki. Now, when I read this, put 2 and 2 together from what I just read from First Enoch 106, 1 through 13, and now we finna put this together. So hopefully it'll make sense to you. So it says, Enki and Enoch schemed to save their race. They were afraid the ice from the ice wall in Antarctica was going to melt and flood the earth and wipe their race out. So they came up with a plan. Their own nations were diminished by the earth's changes. Tribulations were increasing. Fear and famine made them fearful. Enoch lived in luxury in a facility hollowed out of a mountain at Serpent in Eden. Enoch had a vision of the earth flooding. Enoch consulted Enki because he knew Enki could do his utmost to avert it. Enki was mankind's creator. So it's telling you right there, they're not even real humans because it said mankind, meaning a kind of man, not a real man. So and he had a heart for humans. He had a heart for humans, but not really. He just had lust for the women because they was the fallen angels and came down and had sex with the daughters of men. It says Enlil, which is Enlil's Enki's older brother. He hated humans and looked at us like cockroaches. Enki could have escaped the flood by going back to Nibiru, but he wanted to save his interbred seed with humans. If Nibiru got too close to the earth than it ordinarily did, it would tip the colossal ice sheet over the Antarctic Ocean, giving rise to the global-wide tsunami extincting the earth. Lamech had to play stepdad to Enki's son Noah by sleeping with Lamech's wife. Lamech was Enlil's lapdog, and he was a priest, king over the human residents of Shapar. Lamech had an occupational specialty in architecture and infrastructure design. Enki used that as an excuse to get him to Egypt, where he was presently based. See, this one thing you got to understand about the fallen angels. They're only going to do what their father Satan has done. So when Satan came down here, he tricked Eve, he seduced her, and he laid with her. Like, it's like I tell y'all all the time, y'all only can do, as a child growing up, you're only going to be able to imitate what you see who you follow and do. So it's really the same thing. They seen their father Satan do it to Eve. So now Enki is doing it. And he's so gun-ho and lustful over the human women that he'll do anything to keep them and keep indulging in sexual activities with them. They lustful, they sick, and they demonic. So that's why he used him to get him out of there. And remember what Satan told Eve. Oh, you surely won't die if you eat from the forbidden fruit. She got tricked and you didn't make it to 1,000 years. You died. Adam died before that. So, and Enki was slick. He just like Satan was. He's like that. He had to get Lamech out of town to go work. So he sent him to Egypt. It's like where he was presently based. Enoch was hired by Enki to teach humans the art of design and construction. Lamech was married to his cousin Batanash. He fulfilled his contract with Enki and left his wife Batanash with Nimma at Shurapar. Enki went to Nimma to see Batanash. Batanash was a staggering, beautiful, and curvaceous woman and was taking a shower in a rooftop bathroom, and Enki was peeking at her through a window to his bedroom. See, one thing I gotta understand about demons is they're lustful. So if he's lustful, they don't honor what the Most High honor. Marriage is honorable. So he didn't care that Lamech was married to this woman. He was spying on her, watching her take a shower, and then that's what demons do. Demons don't teach righteousness. They teach unrighteousness. They teach do what thou wilt, like Aleister Crowley. That's why when y'all go into these churches, there's no convictions. They don't convict you about these old fruitcake alphabet community. They don't convict murderers. They don't convict you eating all these animals and stuff and violating your body. It's like, oh, well, if you feel good, do it. Oh, you can't judge me and tell you in the Bible to judge righteously. Meaning that to judge righteously. If I don't smoke and you smoke, that means that I could correct you because you're doing the wrong thing. But if I smoke weed and you smoke cigarettes, I can't say nothing to you because really that would make me a hypocrite. Just because the white man legalized cigarettes and he didn't legalize weed, you look at it like, oh, like, nah. But the Most High tell you don't ruin the temple of your body. Don't put nothing in your body that ain't meant for your body. That's going to tear your body down. Smoke make your lungs black. So that's what that means. So and it says that she was fine. Every man want a fine woman. It say Batanash, his wife, she was curvy. She was beautiful. So that's gonna tempt any man. So It says Enki saw every inch of her and was excited. Enki made his way to her hallowed privacy of Batanash's cubicle and had sex with her. No woman on earth was capable of turning down Enki's advances. He had a way with words and had good looks that women found irresistible. The copulation, meaning the seed, his seed, only partially stemmed from lust. So he didn't even love Lamech's wife. He just was seeing what he wanted, lustful, like all the rest of y'all dudes do. You know, I was guilty of that back when I was younger, but not no more. So he wanted to indulge with her lust, not hopefully making a baby. So it says Enki and Enoch had planned it all. Batanash had Noah after 9 months. Nimma, her midwife, called Lamech to come home pronto. Noah looked somewhat unusual. White as snow, his skin was the color of wool, and his hair was wool. Like the skies, his eyes were blue. The child resembled the Anunnaki, who were of a chalky white skin. See, and these fallen angels, they was white skinned. Now, this is what me and my wife believe. We believe that when the Most High told everybody up in the heavens to make all Hebrews, what we believe is Satan made white people, and that went against the Most High, and that's probably why he got kicked out of heaven, because a lot of stuff in the Bible don't really make no sense at times, because it's been so much stuff taken out by the white man and so much stuff put into there. But when y'all talk about aliens, they're not going to tell you. It's been a few people on the internet that tell you aliens are really white. They give you all this gray, chalky look, or they tell you aliens look like this. Aliens are white. The aliens that they talk about are really fallen angels. They're demons. So it said they had chalky white skin and had blue eyes. And shown thanks to their ingestion of ormus. The child was able to talk from the moment he was born. So what child do y'all know that talks? That's got to be a demon. Ain't no child coming out talking. So that's how you know he's from the serpent seed. Because they, you know, even though he's from the serpent seed, they can do way more things than regular human beings could be, because they was spiritual before they got kicked out of heaven. So and it says Methuselah too was dumbfounded but didn't say much. Enoch lived in a dwelling place among the angels at the ends of the earth. He lived with in the ice wall with the fallen. Noah was betokened of an omen of sorts, but Noah and his family shall be saved. Enoch claimed the Lord showed and informed him and read it in the heavenly tablets. Enoch enjoined Lamech to keep the secret to himself. So it's basically, they end up telling him that they really wanted his seed. So that's why he had to keep it quiet. He had to keep it to himself. Think about everything that go on today. Do we know everything, or do y'all think the government, or do y'all know for a fact the government be hiding stuff? They hide stuff. They know that if they reveal all this, that it's going to be an uproar. That's why they don't tell us the truth of everything. That's why you got to seek out the Bible, search out the Bible for yourself. Y'all got to quit just taking whatever somebody say. Even me, search it out yourself. Don't just take what I'm saying, search it out. I had to go search it out, because it was a point in time I used to be sitting back thinking okay. I used to just go with the flow with some things and not question stuff, but you have to ask questions to the Most High. Not questioning him on what his job is, but questioning why is this that way and why is that, you know, things are the way that they are. So, Batanash named Noah Atrahasis, meaning extremely wise. The name had to do with the fact that he could speak when he was born. He would also be known as Zuzudra in Sumerian, or Utta Pislidum in Akkadian. See, these Sumerians and these Akkadians, these are Semites. A Semite is not no Hebrew. A Semite is what I just said. The Akkadians, the Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Ethiopians. That's why when people get talking about anti-Semitic, if you are a Hebrew Negro man, you should be anti-Semitic, because that means you are against the people that you are supposed to be against. If Semitic really meant Hebrews, then come on, bro. That's crazy. It don't mean that. Shem does, but not Sem. So you take the H off of Shem, and now y'all trying to say that Shem and Sem is the same thing. It's not. So it says the forerunner to the Hebrew language. One of the names means he of long bright days. Atrahasis is known as Noah. This is from the Hebrew Noach, meaning comfort. The name also has the connotation of shake. It was on the open secret that Noah was Enki's kid and only perpetually Lamech's. Now, I have some points here that I should have really said at the beginning of the video. Number one is Noah was born with white skin. Number two, Noah didn't look like the other humans. Number three, Lamech believed Noah was the son of the fallen angels, which he is. Number four is fallen angels was having children on the earth, and those are the giants. For y'all don't believe that there's giants. Those are the giants. Genesis 6, 1-4. Go read it. Number five is white skin was not common among humans, people of color. That wasn't common. It wasn't common at all. And it tell you the children of the Nephilim are white. And like I say, I don't believe any longer that Noah is a albino. I believe that Noah is the serpent seed. I know he's the serpent seed, and he was never originally the son of Lamech. See, in the Bible, I'm gonna tell you like this. See, the Edomites had to take out a lot of stuff in the Bible. See, really, the Bible, if you really get down to the nitty gritty, you got to understand the first person to bring sin into the world was the woman. And that was because she cheated on her husband. So at the end of the day, if these is the first two people and they did it, it's gonna keep continuously going on. So it was no different with Lamech and his wife. When he went out of town to go to work, that's what a lot of women be doing. They call their little side nigga over there, and that's what happened. Y'all just heard me read when it said Enki was irresistible. No woman could turn him down. And even if he wasn't handsome and he had money, a lot of women be falling for that money every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Noah was, like the story with him ain't, it didn't transpire how it was supposed to. And then, okay, when they did find land and they got out off the boat, then what happened after that? There's no more stories about Noah. You got to question all this. All of it. So if y'all can go find, you can go find the PDF book for the Lost Book of Enki. It's spelled E-N-K-I. Go look it up. And I was watching a certain brother on the internet, and he not really, I don't know really what his stance really is, but it made me want to pursue the truth about Noah. Noah is not from the bloodline of the Hebrews. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I always remember the man carries the bloodline, not a woman. So when they say, "Oh, if you got the same mama," that's first cousins. No, it's not. You second cousins. The man comes first. The man has living sperm cells inside his body. A woman doesn't. The kids come from the man. They pass through the woman. So I always remember that. And then it said Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So if Noah had all these sons, you got a damn Japheth, which is supposed to be the white people. You got Ham, which is supposed to be the Egyptians, Ethiopians, the Libyans, and the Canaanites. And then you got a Hebrew. That's like me and my wife. If I lay down and my wife push out a Hispanic looking baby or a Chinese looking baby, I'm going to be scared because I'm like, this ain't my baby. He ain't got my skin color. He don't got my hair. He don't look like me. So y'all got to ask the question. Y'all honestly believe that if Noah was really a Hebrew and he had a Hebrew wife, you think that he's going to make 3 different races of kids? Come on, man. Wake up. Like I say, it was a point in time we all was lost, but these are the days that people been waking up, you heard me? Like, if you believe that, slap yourself. I just exposed the truth to y'all. I don't believe, and look, so, and this is another thing, think about this. Okay, right, so, they say Noah was the only one, him and his family and all the animals that they want to say was the only one living. Okay, so, if that's the case, why do you still have giants on the earth if the Most High wiped out everything? No, because in order for the movie to keep going on, this is a movie we in. Everybody has a role to play. If you on the righteous side, you got a role to play and be righteous. If you on the wicked side, which is that Satan side, you have a role to play. The Most High didn't put away the wickedness because the story ain't over no more and you wouldn't have a story to tell. So that's why how you know that Noah and all his bloodlines was of the serpent seed. And so the real true Hebrews, they made them an ark. That's what I believe. They made them an ark. So you got good and bad surviving. So once he wiped out all the other stuff, life could still continue to go on. Because what kind of story would you have if you didn't have no evil? How would you look like how would you look like a savior if you didn't have nobody to save your people from? You see what I'm saying? So I feel like if it was 2 Noahs, then it was a good Noah and then it was a bad Noah. It was a Noah for the Most High and then it was a Noah some serpent seed. Because if you look here today, it's still giants here. Whether it's the super big ones or the shack built ass giants, they still here. So somebody's lying here. We know it ain't the Most High, it's the devil. So that's what y'all got to understand. Y'all have to wake up and think. Y'all can't be letting these people just tell you anything. I go on the internet all the time. All these camps still talking about the same dumb stuff. Oh, the Sabbath is on Thursday. All this silly stuff. They still on milk. This channel about advancing. Because if you don't advance yourself, you're going to get swept away. And so then, it say in the Bible that men's hearts failed them from fear. Fear what? The serpent seed. So if the Most High killed everything, bro, how are they still existing? That don't make sense. Not to me, at least. They were still here. They had to carry on the legacy. Everything in the ocean ain't died. And really, hell is in the ocean. That's what space is. Space ain't up there. What go up must come down. The sun go up, it come down. The moon go up, it come down. Even the clouds. When you see all that fog, that's a cloud. It's up there, but it come down too. Ain't nothing living in no sky. Ain't no hawks living in no sky. They fly through the sky. But hell is in the ocean. What they say that's in the middle of the earth. The earth's core, right? That's a fireball, right? Oh, come on, man. I make people look stupid. I dare anybody come on here and challenge me. I dare you. I'm not doing this for no likes and no money and no cash app. I don't even got no cash app. I'm doing this because I want to wake my people up, the niggas, the Negroes, the 1%. I'm willing to die for this. I don't care about this life. I hate waking up every day living in this unrighteous world because it ain't nothing profitable here. The only thing profitable is to get close to Yahweh, the Most High. That's his real name. So, when y'all get the chance, y'all go read 1 Enoch 106, chapter 106, verse 1 through 19. Or you can read whatever you want to, or the whole thing. And then go read the Lost Book of Enki. And when you read this and you put that story with the story that's in the Bible, it's going to make sense. So, you know, led the horse to the water, can't make you drink. You know. So that's why I'm at.